we still don't know what NIL is going to look like, in 2 years, better yet, 10 years, right? All we know is that is literally inching towards being a $10 billion industry in the next few years, right? Which I honestly think is going to be much more than that because they're getting younger and younger and they're getting more and more opportunities. I personally know an 8th grader who's making $60,000 a month, right? An 8th grader. And I was like, excuse me? And so when you have that happening in a space like this that is changing so much so fast, there's private equity coming in now. We already know about collectives and donors and things like that. There's going to be a lot more investment, and there's a lot more investment coming in youth sports, period, now, but let alone NIL. And obviously, everybody's going to want to figure out, how can we monetize this? How can this help my business grow? And that is like what I'm the most interested in, because if we're doing NIL the right way, everybody should be winning. But also as a business, if you're like, hey, I have a new startup company that I just invested in and they need help with marketing. We all know influencer marketing, social media is the best marketing tool you can have. If you're not on social media, you do not exist. I'm sorry to say that, right? But, old media is starting to die out. We know this, right? So the best influencers, by the way, they're 5.7% more effective than regular influencer, are athletes, right? But athletes have to be taught how to create content, right? If I've been in the NBA, if I've been in, high school sports, college sports, I've been taught how to be a high performing athlete. So they need to be taught how to be high converting content creators, because that is what they know, right? Or they don't know. So that is where I see the opportunity for a lot of investment, is investing in the infrastructure around athletes, the education, compliance, audience ownership, metrics, understanding like the analytics and how that can play a role in your business. AI is starting to come into sports a little bit, right? And so these athletes knowing how to monetize, how to utilize their audience, and how to use AI more effective, which will only help to amplify their reach and their ability to convert. That is going to do wonders for so many people's businesses if they know how to approach it properly and they know what to look for in athletes. Because I just want to say this, no offense to whoever's in the room. Just because you're a great athlete does not mean you can sell.
Correct. Say that again.
I'm just saying. So, but imagine if we can teach these great athletes how to be great, like, marketers, right? Then you have a powerhouse, right? Facebook ads cannot compete with that. I'm just being quite honest, right? So it's using their authenticity, along with their reach to amplify your businesses, right? Because with startups, and I'm sure you guys know this, the biggest thing is the company can be so amazing, but how do we get it out there? Their distribution platforms, they already have an audience. You don't have to go look for it, right? So, but I can keep going, but I think that's
what I'm talking about, because obviously,